Trey Lance today was 14 of 18 with 2 drops. Just a phenomenal day, right? 14 of 18 with 2 drops. Also, a lot of work on third down and in the red zone. Those are the two. I mean, those are 2 really tough situations for a quarterback in practice when the defense knows you're not going to run. And he was flawless. He was practically flawless. So that's really good. I think it's clear that he has improved his command of the offense. Everyone says it, right? Better command of the offense, more confident, really processes defense as well, knows to go with the ball. Already, and this is very important. This is why I felt he should have started last year. This is why there's no question he needs to start this year. He does not put the ball in harm's way. He does not make bad decisions with the football. I've watched him 3 times this offseason. He hasn't thrown one ball up for grabs. He hasn't thrown one ball right to a linebacker or right to a defensive player. He's like, how did you not see him? He really protects the football. He threw an interception today. It was one of the nicest passes I've ever seen him throw. It was in the red zone. It was 7-on-7. He saw Brandon Ayuk one-on-one against Kadar Homan and figured Brandon Ayuk's going to win that 50-50 matchup. But instead of just throwing it up, it had touch. It literally hit Ayuk in the chest between the ones. Hit him between the ones. Ayuk now, give Holman credit. It was right there. It was very closely contested. And Ayuk clearly felt bothered enough that he couldn't catch the ball. I mean, it was not an uncontested catch. Holman was in his face. Lance trusted Ayuk to make the catch anyway, didn't hit him in the chest. Holman wasn't even looking at the play. It just bounced into his back was the Lance. Caught the ball. It was amazing. But it was a great throw. It was a perfect throw that literally hit the receiver in the chest. That was the interception that he's thrown so far. Otherwise, there's been no dropped interception. With Jimmy threw 11 picks in training camp last year. That always gets glossed over. But he is a disaster waiting to happen every day in minicamp because he has no idea what he's looking at. Lance really does. And so in year 2, even without any much experience, he's protecting the football. And he's not even scrambling. That automatically makes him better than Jimmy Garoppolo. But I can't give Trey Lance higher than a B right now for what he's shown. I want to see more from Lance. He can be so much better. Everyone's waiting for him to, be Patrick Mahomes or show that he could be Justin Herbert. He's not there yet, even though he's a very smart, cerebral, big, mobile. I mean, he's everything. But we got to come back to the spiral. I'm sorry, Trey. You talked about it today. I didn't invent the fact that you have a wobble in your pass. People have seen it, okay? You don't have it on all your throws, but today, on the one shot you took deep, there was one hell of a wobble. And if you slowed it down, I'm sure it would be, wobble of the year. I'm not talking directly to Trey Lance. Trey Lance had Ray McLeod open on a post. It was one-on-one. Had he put it out in front of Ray, might have been a touchdown. But the ball wobbled, fluttered, and literally landed behind Ray. So Ray's looking this way. It's behind him. To me, that's a symptom of the wobble. And when he's throwing short passes, it's not as pronounced. Maybe the ball wobbles one time in the air. Maybe it doesn't wobble at all. But when he's throwing downfield and you need to be pinpoint, I don't know that he's got it right now. Maybe he will in the future. Maybe he does have it right now. Maybe all the other days when the media's not there, he's dicing it up down the field. But so far, he's either not throwing the ball down the field or missing. And it's crazy. Jimmy Garoppolo used to try to throw deep. He's never good at it. He used to try to. What happened? He missed the deep throw in the Super Bowl to Emmanuel Sanders, and that was in front of everyone. It was the fourth quarter. It defined his career. Ever since then, I've always said he has PTSD. He doesn't want to relive that pain. If Lance had thrown this deep ball today in the fourth quarter of a Super Bowl with the season on the line, I mean, it was that bad. It was worse. So, it's something he can work on, but at the same time, you do that in a game in the wrong situation, it can define you. Ask Jimmy. So, a big part of the Niners going to Trey is that he's going to expand the field. Well, yeah, if he can be accurate with his, I know he has the arm strength for it, but he's got to be accurate too. Not saying he's not. We've seen him hit some of these throws last year, and a lot of he hit some deep throws last year, 2 to Debo in particular. Both were nitpicked as underthrown, which technically they were. But a lot of people were like, "Who cares? Jimmy won't even look. He won't even attempt it," which is true. It wasn't always that way, but it's true now. But ultimately, Trey Lance won't be compared to Jimmy. In my opinion, he's always been better than Jimmy. But he's going to be compared to Justin Herbert, top people that are legitimately in the top 8. He's got to hit these throws. You have Ray one-on-one in the post. You don't miss to the right. If you throw it way out there to the left where he's to the inside, he might run under it. Anyway, just one throw. But it's something to watch because that's when the wobble has consequences. Down the field. All the best downfield throwers I've ever seen throw majestic spirals. Guys who really throw the ball well down the field. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, young Ben Roethlisberger. That's the way I remember it. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, doesn't mean he won't be a very good quarterback, but this is something I'm looking at. The deep ball with Lance. Richie says Deshaun Jackson would be a good addition. Multiple deep threats on the field would make Debo even more dangerous than last season. Yeah, considering Danny Gray's hurt, already has a hamstring injury, bring in Deshaun Jackson. Although there's a lot of time. But yeah, if Danny Gray keeps getting hurt, then probably bring in Deshaun. Peyton Manning, great player. Not a huge deep ball guy, though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Trey Lance won't be either. Peyton Manning was just deadly in the intermediate, and he could throw 30, 40 yards on a line, but he wasn't a huge deep ball guy. Anyway, maybe Lance won't be either. Or maybe he will be. I don't know. But I just have visions of Russell Wilson's majestic spiral traveling 50, 60 yards in the air. Justin Herbert too. So far, that's not Lance. So far.